What is up, everyone? My name is Jonathan. Thank you for joining me for another Adobe Illustrator tutorial. We are doing a 26-day challenge where we make every letter of the alphabet one a day until Christmas. And all of those Adobe Illustrator files will be available to download on Christmas Day. So make sure to subscribe, like this video, smash it if that's what you're into. Thank you for watching. Everything about me is in the description below. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. Let's get started. Once we're in Lightroom, just have a 1920 by 1080 document open here. All of my colors are reset to defaults. I guess I don't have a stroke, minus the stroke. We're just gonna grab our type tool. We're gonna type the letter K. This is just on our default text here, font, the Myriad Pro. Hit escape or click your selection tool. Click and shift, clicking and dragging while holding shift and alt. Drag this up some. Once you've dragged it to the size that you want it to be, just make sure to right click, click create outlines. Now we're going to go up here to object, path, offset path, and we're going to do 25. And now we're going to just make this another color just so we can see what we're doing. We're going to do this 5 times. Okay, now that you've done this 5 times, we're going to select all of these shapes. We're going to go over to our Pathfinder panel. It might be over here. If it's not, go to Window, go down to Pathfinder. It's right here. Click Divide. And now right click, Ungroup. And now we're going to delete the very center one, and this one. And we're going to change these all back to black. Go ahead and do that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to create pieces and cut out pieces in order to give us the desired effect that we want, the text effect that we want. So I'm going to use the pen tool. I'm going to click here on this path, holding shift, create a line that goes all the way through here. Same thing with this one. And hit escape to get out of the pen tool. Then hit V to grab your selection tool. Select all of those. Divide. Hit A. Now you can select just this piece here, and we're going to hit delete and make sure to delete any of these extra anchor points that are left over. We're going to do the same thing for this side, holding shift, click, hold shift, drag through, hit escape, hit V, select all of those, divide, hit A, click off of the objects, click back on this object, and hit delete twice. Now we're going to hit M for our rectangle tool. We're going to create some, we're going to create some shapes here. This way they're exactly the same size as the width of the stroke that we are using here. And an easy way to do this part is, since we dragged this up, it's lined up with there. We can just click, hold shift and alt, and this will create a duplicate and keep it on the same plane. Now hit V, select these 2 shapes, hit shift M, and this brings up our shape builder tool. Now while holding alt, you can click and drag through those shapes, and now it erased those shapes. So now we got rid of the piece that's there. And now we created this shape, so we can use this shape elsewhere by just clicking on it, holding alt, and dragging it down to someplace else. Just make sure that it's perfectly lined up. It may be easier, it usually is. I usually just create a new shape wherever I'm wanting to have a new shape. That way it lines up perfectly. While holding shift, you can tab this down. That way it just covers up this line here. Click, hold alt, drag this over, and drag this down so it's intersecting with the bottom and is lined up with the edge on this side. Now hit V, select both these shapes, shift M, gives you your shape builder tool. Holding alt, click and drag through these lines. We're going to do a similar thing over here on this piece. We're going to zoom in, click here, drag this over until it lines up with that piece. Holding shift, use the number keys, tab over until it's covering both those spots. Now grab your selection tool, whoopsies. grab your selection tool, clicking and holding Alt, and drag this over until it's lining up. You want it to be covering this line completely and lined up with the top edge here. Select both these pieces, Shift M, clicking, holding Alt, dragging through those lines. Erase that line there and added that line there. And that's that. Super easy text design.
Thank you for watching. That is how you make the letter K in Adobe Illustrator, one of probably a million ways. So thank you for watching that. Don't forget to subscribe, click the little button. Make sure to click on one of these videos if you want to watch more content just like this. Thank you for watching. God bless, stay safe, and we will see you in the next one.